Hello there, and welcome to your pick a card reading. This is for a message that you need to hear right now. So you just go ahead and pick a pile that resonates with you, that sticks out to you, the pile that you're drawn to. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4 here. And we'll see what your message is. And timestamps are below. Okay, hello for those of you who chose pile 1. You guys, please remember to take what resonates. If anything creates negativity, confusion, tension, just reject it. It's not for you, okay? So pile 1, we have something. Your message here is really strongly focused on communication, also on perseverance, an expression of your truth. This could be for some of you about writing something or creating something, like writing, journaling. There's something that your soul wants to express. This is very connected to the wisdom of your soul, your past lives, the accumulation of you. This is stuff that is probably motivated by this life or your life story here. Or, it could be like a muse for you, but it's deeper than that even. It goes beyond this life and it wants to come out of you. This is a message to say no matter your circumstances or no matter where you're at right now emotionally or in your world, it is going to help you greatly to just take the resource or tool that you have now and express with it, okay? No matter what storm is going on around you or how it feels, like there is something in you that just wants to come out. It just wants to be expressed. It wants to flow through you. And it's something that it can offer you a lot when you go into this energy of expressing it and, writing it out or whatever this is. It can make a lot of clarity for you. And the irony is that it can actually help you shift the situation around you or shift the energy around you into something that is more calm in a weird way, even if it might feel like the circumstances or your environment is against you with something. Like the irony is that it's actually what will motivate you or push you in some ways to release this, these messages, this energy, whatever it is that wants to come through you, okay? So let's go ahead and get a card for you and just see what we can enhance on with this message. We'll use the Biddy Tarot here. Any further addition to this message, please and thank you. This is also a way to leave the past behind you. And we do also see you connecting to your regal self. There is a Leo energy here. Of course, our air signs are present. Virgo, Capricorn, Pisces, Cancer. Everybody's here actually, but just, naming it as we kind of see it the most. Okay. All right, what is the message here? Please and thank you. Anything to add to the message here for this person? Okay, this is you coming out of, especially with the help of this, situations you're not happy with, things that you're not happy with that you've built that you're not satisfied with, okay? You pull yourself out of this by doing this in essence, and you also find yourself happier with the situation you're in or seeing a more positive outcome on the horizon or positive things around you in progress by doing this. Again, some of you this is writing, some of you it's a different form of communication. It's not just writing or even expressing or speaking. It's ideas, letting ideas out and letting them flow no matter what's going on around you. This is also it's something very mental. It helps you organize your mental space. It helps you organize and become more clear in your mental world, especially if you feel chaotic or anxiety or things like this. I also feel with the 8 of Wands in reverse here that something could be blocked or slow moving, like a message from somebody or the pace of something. And I feel like it's because you have all this stuff just like stacked up and built up that wants to be released. Spirit is like, if you have this and you've been overthinking it and not sure what to do with it, and this could have been because of something that happened with a relationship or like a delayed healing or something that never got closed, okay? That it's part of why it's stuck up. There could be something to do with your self-worth here. But they're like saying like, just start now. Open your phone and open your notes or, take a pen and write on the napkin or paper or whatever next to you. Like just begin now. just with what you have. No expectations, no need to put it anywhere. Just start writing or start expressing this, okay? Yeah, because somebody here could really be in a state of feeling helpless, feeling like you have no control over your world or your mind space, like you can't see what's going on and you just feel out of control of your world in a way. This is a way to take your sense of control in a way, or your authority back to your own reality and your own world. So just do it now. Let me listen if there's something that comes through. Yeah, I hear just do it. Start now. Act on inspiration. Act within those first 5 seconds. Don't overthink it. Catch the inspiration when it comes. Become it. Live it. Be it. Breathe it. You are it. Try not to, or don't doubt yourself so much. You have the power to do anything you wish and desire to do. So we send you much love, much success along this journey, and may you be able to release. Okay, take care, you guys. Hello and welcome, pile 2. Hope you guys are doing well. Please remember to only take what resonates and leave anything that does not. Okay, if something is confusing or negative, please reject it. Okay, so some of you could have felt like you are not the creator of your own reality or your universe right now. You could feel a bit like disempowered or disconnected from this energy in some way or another. On a more positive side of this message, though, you could also be gaining more clarity or defining what it is you want to create, how you want your universe to look, okay? So let's go ahead and see what the messages here are for you. I hear the word hindsight, like in hindsight, things make more sense or will make more sense, okay? Okay, what is the message here for pile 2, please and thank you? What is the message here for pile 2, please and thank you? I hear patience is a virtue, and especially patience with yourself, okay? With your own self, not beating yourself up or pushing against resistance like crazy because you feel like you should be somewhere you're not or something like this. Okay, yeah, this makes sense. So there could have been a heartbreak or a real disappointment here in the past, near past or past. This could have made things feel really out of balance. You could feel like there was no literal justice ever gained in a situation, like somebody just got away with something, or it's like they don't even maybe feel, maybe you feel like they don't feel for what happened or something like this, or this could have just totally thrown you off balance. Maybe you had some kind of a rhythm or a thing going on, and this just really threw it off, and this is part of what's contributed to you feeling like you have no power, like you're powerless, or that you are not creating your own reality or controlling or manifesting it. And this is like, it's time to take another viewpoint on this. Okay, let's see what else is here. Because in fact, what happened, it's going to bring you even more power. It's ironically, what happened was a part of everything aligning to bring you to where it is that your heart really truly wants to go. And it's so hard to see that sometimes, but we do see this progression here, you recovering from any feeling of failure, of defeat, of being heartbroken, of being hurt. With the 3 of Swords in the past here, and this 10 of Swords in reverse in your current and future energy, it's very much you healing. It's you coming out of this energy and slowly but surely gaining your footing. It's also you gaining more clarity, again with the 7 of Wands in reverse. This is a more satisfying path that's being laid out ahead for you. So try to trust this the best that you can. Try to take a deep breath in and out, and where and when you can, just do something to shift or change your energy to try to focus in on what is working, whether it's just a few things that you're grateful for or a nice like upbeat song or something, high vibrational things. I know this can be so hard when we're in a low vibration. Like I really, really, really know this, but the thing is it's super beneficial to do this, okay? Because something that you could be waiting on, I don't see it coming in, a message or communication. I feel like it's time to really move forwards and focus on the progressing and what is happening rather than what isn't. And also maybe to let go of a new start or a new journey that you could have really been stuck on or really wanted. That would have been very much a double-edged sword. Okay, this also could have been with an air sign or just with somebody that was very like a logical person or very mental, like a very a thinker. Here it's like we have the Eight of Cups that just fell on the ground in the past energy or on the feminine side of the energy. So it's like maybe we've kind of abandoned hope of being able to let go of something or stop thinking about something or walk away from something emotionally. And so what is the advice here? Please and thank you. To push your, okay, this is the advice, to put your best foot forward and start walking. Baby steps are fine, even encouraged. A step is a step. That fell out on the left as well, kind of that past energy, King of Pentacles in reverse. So this could have been an earth energy or somebody that was kind of wealthy but not very generous, or even a little bit like self-focused, even narcissistic for someone. It could have been around there. Something like this. Or maybe there was material benefits here. Maybe somebody is a little bit afraid that they can't do something on their own. Any other messages, please and thank you. Any other messages for this person, please and thank you. Advice or messages. There's a lot about learning to let go. And you know, the way to let go or to leave something is usually to express your true feelings about it. This is what will create resolve. And you can just express these with yourself or with a trusted friend or with your journal, you know, but just express them in some way. In art, something, but really getting the truth out is massive. You do have a new beginning available to you. It is coming in the future here. If you can release, I mean, when you release and accept it, it will be here. Okay? This is a lot about stop trying to fight with the past and argue with it and deny it or change it or fix it. Like, it's not going to work. It's about the now and the future, and it's about what you can build from here rather than what could have been somewhere. And that's a hard message. It's a hard energy in many ways, but it's a necessary message and a necessary energy for you to progress. Okay. And you know this. I mean, for who is here and resonating, you know this already. What is coming in the future, though, it could be literally a fire energy. It could be around autumn. It could be like August energy, September. It doesn't have to be, but it could be very passionate. Okay, this could also be a new passion for some of you. It doesn't have to be a person, but there could be a lot of chemistry, sensuality here, very like strong attraction. And then if this is like a passion, this could just be something you're super excited about. Like maybe you take up a different form of art or a new business or doing something. Okay, but you're definitely trading or you're shifting from Ace of Swords to Ace of Wands energy. If we look at this as people or passions or phases, one is very future, very strong, and just makes you feel very alive and very energized. And the other one is very like, you know, up and down. We get hurt and then we have a good time, and then we get hurt again and then we have a good time. And it's just like really letting go of these swords, and also this King of Pentacles kind of energy a bit too. It's just really letting this go. Let go and let flow, let glow. That message comes in a lot lately. Let's just see. I'm going to close my eyes if there's nothing else. Yeah, mediocre options being left in the past. Non-fulfilling emotional options, hidden, deceitful stuff is being left with everything else that is leaving with this situation. There's stuff a lot more satisfying and aligned with you out there. Okay, let me hear if there's anything. Trust your gut instinct. Trust your gut intuition. Your senses and your knowing is not off. It is on point. Though fear can disillusion, sometimes it can create clouds. The clouds do in fact hold a storm. Though you may misjudge the severity of the storm or miscalculate the severity of the storm or what type of storm it is still a storm. And taking cover is still wise. So it's kind of like, in a way, it's like saying you have an intuition or you've had intuition about something in this situation. And maybe in your own self-doubt, you've convinced yourself otherwise. But you know that when you get real with how this really hurts you and what really happened here and how it felt for you and what really went down clearly, and you really express your feelings and maybe how something made you feel inadequate or whatever it is, when you really express this with yourself, it helps you to really unveil and face it. I recently gave a metaphor in one of these readings I want to give again here. In The Wizard of Oz, if you've seen this movie, at the end, the great and powerful Oz, this giant, scary, like, ruler of Oz, you know, this big head, they walk into the room and they see a little, like, they see this head speaking, but then they see like just a little booth with a curtain, and they pull back the curtain. There's just a little man right in the booth who is actually the one pushing all the buttons to make this great and powerful Oz speak, but it's just a little man. And like, this is kind of what happens when we just acknowledge our truths, is in a way we shrink them, you know, in a way we face them. And when we face them, we recognize that even if they're still painful or hurtful, there's a different take on the pain. It's not as big and scary and overwhelming as it was. So it's a really important process, along with just shifting your vibration a little. So you guys, that's what I have for you. Sending you much love and success in this situation to move forwards. Take care. Hello and welcome, group 3. Hope you are doing well. Please remember to only take what resonates. If something creates tension, negativity, confusion, please reject it, okay? Beautiful message. So some of you could be dealing with Jupiter energy. It could be Pisces, Sagittarius, any sign, Capricorn. We see our Earth energies here, but any sign here, if you're drawn to this is, and it resonates, this is for you. But we see a really beautiful energy of expansion coming through. Also of new beginnings, which is very, very strong. And very abundant. So this is a very abundant energy, okay? I love to see that for you. We also see a lot of manifestations coming to fruition here, and a really strong assistance from spirit energy. If you see any birds, especially like red birds or red things sticking out, this could really be a sign in a way for you. I'm also seeing like the Asian pear coming through, like that apple pear. And of course we see an energy of healing, which is so beautiful here. There's so much information and expansion available to you. This could be new beginnings with money, with work, with your career, something like this, but it's here, it's in the present, and it's leading you into the future. So a lot of expansion. Try to channel this expansion where you most want it, okay? You can channel it anywhere that you want it. If you are, eating more comfort foods or feeling drawn to that, and you put on a little bit of weight or whatever, it's okay. Try not to stress about it. That is a part of your healing. It is a part of your expansion. It is a part of your body supporting you. And of course, if you're not happy with that, just stay healthy, and just try to channel the expansion into health, as part of that, improved health and stuff like this. And that will assist that energy to balance out, okay? If you want to eat extra carbs or something. But no matter what, you're looking very beautiful, feeling very beautiful in this expansion, even if you are also feeling broken as you're in this healing process, especially. Everything can sometimes carry every beginning especially can carry a bittersweet energy with it, because sometimes the beginning is the ending as well. And you've been through some kind of an ending here, as it feels. So maybe many endings, right, over time and stuff. So this is just really strong for expansion, very Jupiter energy here. And it's really going to bring you a lot. You get a lot of messages in, you receive a lot of guidance in that is very reliable, okay? All right, let's see if there's any other messages here. Somebody's grandfather could be around, supporting you. He says something about, I support you. I also hear the name like Judith or Judy or Jude, something like Jude, and then da-da-da or something like this. Okay, any messages here for this person? Any other messages here for this person, please and thank you. Okay, nice. So this is very wholesome energy. If you in the past were pursuing material things, or even just pursuing something, and you felt like there was something missing, or it was sad, or there was a void, or there was always a downside to it that was hard for you to focus elsewhere, to feel whole or to feel complete, you're absolutely moving out of this energy, okay? You're moving away from empty gain, or having a void, to a very wholesome kind of energy. And it is a process. it's not all at once, but it's what you're moving into, and it's exceptional energy. Here you could be, we're going to keep drawing, but you could be really walking away from things, addictions or dependencies or people, or just patterns within things that have not been serving you, and you finally have like this strength or this confidence or this knowing, this real feeling beneath everything to walk away from it, and that's super positive. Nice. You could be falling in love with something again. It doesn't have to be a person. It could be a thing. It could be life. It could be just feeling like that energy of abundance and hope again, of glee, of even a beautiful naivety here that is just really excited about life again, and just feeling very like we're at the beginning of a new cycle. So very strong beginnings energy. This is like things have come full circle. You're at the beginning again. And as everything, we have to learn when we first start something. So if you make a few mistakes here and there, that's okay. That's all part of the learning process. But these are really positive mistakes that are just normal to make when we have a new cycle beginning this way. I also see a lot more clarity coming in for you with the Seven of Wands in reverse, a lot more clarity of how to move forwards. And though right now you may not have a huge focus on needing to move forwards, you may be very much attracting and magnetizing what you need to you, and kind of sitting within this beautiful, lush energy of wholesomeness, of abundance, of maybe good food, of really taking the time to nurture and nourish yourself. And maybe you're working less but making more, something like this. It could be possible. But either way, there's a lot of abundance around you, okay? So why is the Ten of Swords here on its side, please and thank you? Ten of Swords on its side could talk about a sort of trauma that happened in the past that really hurt you, or just ending that was really hard or defeating. Could be around work, people, anything. And with it on its side, it's like you're still healing from this. You may still have flashbacks, or this energy may come up sometimes. Like it's still a bit around you because you're processing and coming through it, but it does not at all threaten the new beginnings or the feeling of being in love with something or life. Not at all, okay? You're slowly moving out of the Hermit energy. You may have been dealing with Hermit energy as well, but you're slowly moving out of this, okay? Air signs, earth signs, you could be moving away from as well. But you're not so much focused on trying to heal like with somebody, with like a mother energy, or with something that was unfair. You're more focused on your own being, your own abundance, and your own self. And this is so well deserved, okay? I also feel like part of this defeat was connected to something that you thought would be the outcome that you wanted in the future, that you thought would be your Ten of Pentacles, maybe your happy family, or your successful business, or your dreams coming true, or all the completions that you wanted, the material gain and the comfort and the closure and the serenity and consistency and stability and so on, and then it wasn't. Something was more out of balance and harder maybe than you hoped, and that's might mess a little bit with your judgment now, like how you trust your own self and your own judgment. And that could also be why it's important to heal through this Ten of Swords energy, and kind of why it comes up again, because you may question yourself, but this is a solid beginning. It is a solid start. It is trustworthy. It is something that you have, that you've gained, that you will have, you will continue to gain. It's here for you. It is steady. It is stable, and it will help you redefine what it is that you want to come next, what's coming for your future, what it is that you really truly want, what really truly makes you happy. Life is about learning. It's a learning process. It's not about the destination. It really is about the journey, okay? That is part of why we are here, because I've recently heard, things in life, they change, they end, they ebb and flow. In the 3D reality and spirit, everything is eternal. But here, this is, it is a school. So so we see some kind of a dream, wish, hope, and a new beginning with that dream, wish, hope in the past that didn't pan out for you. This is different. This start you're in now, it's different. It's a real transition. Things that you may have invested in a long time in the past, it's like it ended, but it's never ever wasted. Your efforts are never wasted. Where you put your energy is never wasted, okay? You're very strong at manifesting right now, or pulling in energy of abundance. So where you focus, you'll see expansion. So, wherever you can pull your focus in an area you want to expand is great. It looks like there's a focus on your material world, or your 3D physical world, focusing on maybe being in good company, or even not good company, but just feeling warmth around you, you know, feeling love around you or within you, and just feeling well loved, feeling like all of your needs are met, like you have enough food and you can pay your bills, and maybe you even have wants met, and like you have really like enough resources, if not more, you know, that you're really building into a certain wealth maybe that you've been looking for and desiring. Like focusing on this can be really nice. Charging your water is super significant. It's super beneficial and helpful. You know, meditating with your eyes closed and just holding your water for a little bit and just imagining what you want to put into that, or repeating a word or a mantra. You know, maybe it's health, happiness, maybe it's better sleep, maybe it's wealth. Maybe you can imagine a color that infuses into that water of that energy, and then when you drink that, you imagine that, you know, meshing with the water that you are basically and helping you. Okay. You don't have to be on high alert with this new beginning that you're coming into, with this expansion. You don't have to feel like, when is it going to end, or when do I need to leave it? You know, just find your balance within it, okay? Anything else here? Please and thank you. You've been on a big journey. Things have been hidden and maybe not so honest, maybe a bit deceitful, or maybe just really unclear for you in the past. I feel like that can really change if you focus especially on wanting that clarity, wanting that stability and that safety, and just focusing on what you want. You have every right to heal from this. You have every right to support yourself after what you've been through especially, but just in general, that's what the energy is calling you to do. Whatever the energy is calling you to do right now, try to trust it. Let me hear if there's any messages for you. I hear Bethany or Blissany or Blissin, something like this. Believe in yourself, encourage yourself. Have the courage to make those life changes. They will do you justice. Due diligence, do your design. Love. Love is, I hear the song, Love Is All You Need. Do 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 do. Love is all you need. You might want to listen to some high vibrational music like that. Love is all you need. Like if you listen to this, it might just give you that nice high vibration for a minute, you know, and just put you in that headspace. I really hear this song, Love Is All You Need. It keeps going and playing, okay? So it's all love, okay? It's all love. So my dears, that is your message. I wish you a lot of love and healing. And yeah, just send you all the gratitude for being here and receiving this. Take care. Hello and welcome, group 4. Thank you for being here. Please remember to only take what resonates. If something creates negativity, confusion, fear, doubt for you, anything like that, please reject it, cancel, clear, don't take it on. Okay, only take what resonates. So let's see what your message is here. Okay, beautiful energy. A little bit similar to group 1, but also a bit different. There is some things that have been buried here that have been tried to, like, it's like somebody tries to make them pretty. This could have been something where, like, when you grew up, that your parents or people around you did this. They tried to make things pretty that were actually really looming, or tried to suppress feelings or cover them up and make everything seem okay. But there was this big elephant in the room energy, something that was really covered up here, okay? This could have put you in a very logical space and made you a little bit, or made somebody like a bit disconnected from their emotions. I feel somebody had to be very proper here, and somebody just learned to be very proper here. It's not bad, it's not good, it just is. Suppression of emotions can manifest as a negative thing often, but at the same time, I feel like somebody here has a lot of skills because of something they've been through. They have an ability to function in a certain way, in a certain world, and move ahead in a very logical way that may suit them or be very helpful, you, for example, to something that you want to build or do. However, there may be something a little bit disturbing about this continued energy of making something pretty. That really feels intense deep down. So let's go ahead and see what the messages are for you guys. I hear Zeta or Zeta. Oh, okay, that could be like the Zetas. At first I thought it was Catherine Zeta-Jones. For some reason, like in Chicago comes to mind, where she was in that movie Chicago, and it's like the Broadway played it as a movie. But could also be messages, that downloads, ET downloads. This is so weird. I hear jugular vein. I have no idea why. What does that mean? This could be about a temper or high emotions where things just want to burst in a way. I imagine like the vein that just wants to burst because there's so much emotion and so much tension and built up stuff here. Could be like a repressed anger. it's like somehow we need to release some of this, let some of this out, let some of it go so it doesn't explode or burst, or, you know, we eat down to the stuff here that is really intense, okay? Because somebody here is really able to control themselves or to be in control of all these things, but sometimes we still need to let it out. Some of the compassion or the love or the things that are felt here sometimes could be a bit ingenuine or just disconnected, not by choice, but just how it is because of all these things that are suppressed. And some of this is trauma from childhood, even like really early, like from being a baby, like something happened here, stuff that you might not even be able to access in your memories, okay? So I also hear grapes, and that's interesting because grapes are a very abundant fruit. They're a sign of wealth and abundance and many different things. So that's interesting. What messages do we have for this person, please and thank you? What messages do we have for this person, please and thank you? Okay, Ten of Pentacles in reverse. That's very interesting. Could be a reformatting of success. Why is this here? Please and thank you. Could also be that something hasn't completed yet. Okay, this could be that you've abandoned the notion of rest, or somebody has here, of meditation or rest or introspection or reflection or allowing the self to heal or process through rest, and it's delaying a certain outcome that you would like. Okay, that could be possible. There's also a feeling of all the benefits that rest, meditation, contemplation can bring with it, okay? One of them is clearer direction, but I feel also some of you are avoiding conflict, trying to avoid arguments or rocking the boat by keeping something in, okay, if that resonates with you. But there's some kind of a really fresh way to approach things here if you were to do this. And also a way to evolve with your passions, with where it is that you want to go. There's also, I get the word evolve and evolution through really, really strongly, to evolve with your dreams, goals, and desires, your connection to the stars as well. And also there might need to be a reflection on an Aquarian energy, on a fire energy, okay? Earth energy. We might need to be reflecting on some of these energies or past things that have happened in our life, okay? This could be putting us, something could have been really out of balance here. Something could have felt like it was unjust, unfair, or like we never were able to balance a situation out because we just locked something up tight in ourselves, or we just have kind of, I feel like there's an abandonment of certain feelings or things that you've been through, emotions that you've been through. And yeah, here again on the ground in the past, which is like, you know, we don't want to feel anxious. We don't want to overthink things and be awake thinking about it all night. We don't want to think about the way that things are out of balance or things don't feel right for us or feel out of our control, overwhelming even. We don't want to think about these things. So it's like we just cover them up and make them look pretty and we keep moving forwards in a logical way. But I feel like this all wants to burst. And maybe some of you are afraid of meditation or getting in touch with your own feelings or writing. And this doesn't mean entirely, it just means in one way or another, because you don't want to be haunted by something. You don't want it to come up and you don't want to deal with it. Which makes total sense, of course, because it can be really hard to deal with these things, or it can feel like it would be really hard to deal with them, right? But I think at this point, it's going to give you so much relief to deal with these things and help everything come together, even to help your Ten of Pentacles manifest. If you actually deal with this, than to keep putting it off and trying to just, move forwards. Okay, any other messages, please, and thank you for this person. Yeah, okay, there could have been, there could be conflict. I feel like some of you don't fully accept yourself in a way or appreciate who you are in a way, if it makes sense. And part of the reason could be because you are triggered by this energy in yourself. Maybe because, okay, let's say, for example, hypothetically, your mom or a cousin or an aunt or somebody around you displayed some of these qualities, and now you kind of battle within yourself when you display these qualities. And it's like you don't want to be too emotional or too logical or too this or that, because it reminds you of that. It could also feel that you don't feel empowered enough to move forwards clearly and logically and emotionally, like both. Okay, I feel like we don't know how to integrate both sets of emotions of something in a way. Okay, what else is here? Please and thank you. What is the message for this person? The advice, the message about this. Again, on the ground. There's so much stuff that is suppressed here in the past, okay? It's been really suppressed here. The things we wanted, the dreams we had, the things we wanted, the happy outcomes, the happy family, the emotional fulfillment, these really like strong goals. It's like all of these things, it's like we've just pushed them down in a way, maybe because we just feel like we can't have them, or like we're disconnected from our truth, ourself in a way. Wow. What else, please? Advice, please, or guidance here about this. Interesting. I think we need to grab a card from the Star Child Tarot for you guys. These are really healing and medicinal cards, and I'm seeing that in my head as I shuffle. So this is a lot that you guys carry. It makes a lot of sense why you wouldn't not even know how to or want to access this. What is the advice? Please and thank you. The advice for this person, the guidance. The advice and guidance for this person, please and thank you. Okay. There is a shift that wants to take place with the energies, influences, people around you. Okay? There is also a need to back away from or to take a break from coping mechanisms, things that we use to cope, whether it's movies or TV stuff all the time, or like just, checking out, partying, whatever this is. There's a need to shift some energy around here, and to kind of shift our emotional coping mechanisms. Okay, enhance on this guidance, please and thank you. Please enhance on this guidance. Please and thank you. Okay, and you're going to have a lot of assistance on exactly how to do this. You're going to feel how to do this. There is such a strong gift of knowledge, higher knowledge. Again, I feel this really strong extraterrestrial presence. It does feel kind of connected to this like zeta energy for somebody. Also, you're just ancient wisdom. But this is your truth being given to you. This is illumination being given to you. It's also in the color blue, which is our throat chakra, that communication, and also our Jupiter, the energy of expansion, okay? This could be another version of yourself giving this to you in a way. We see a lot of earth energy present as well, and air. But very much like helping you to see what it is that you need to see. And that's part of why the coping mechanisms and maybe the parties or the friends or the things around are being recommended to take a step back from, because it's like, or to shift, because it's like this will allow you the clarity and the space and the moments to accept this information, this gift in, to get these downloads in a sense. And we know that it's hard to do this, like to put yourself in this space, because there is a lot of fear as well about what this can open, maybe confusion on how to do this. The ego might try to kind of block this in some ways, but it's just really, really important, okay? It's really important. This is going to help you so much in your life to feel like you can have those successes that you want to have in a wholesome way, and to have a life that is really worth living. And now is the time. You may have been waiting a lot for this, just waiting for life to start, waiting for the future to happen, waiting, but the time is now, dears. The time is now, okay? I would say that's probably your main message, is the time to listen is now. The time to get in touch is now. What do you have to lose? Really look at how far down the spiral you've gone in a way, into these energies and feelings and or lack of, or just the emptiness, whatever it is for you. And look that this is a chance and an opportunity for you to really rearrange things in a way that brings a lot more happiness and even reason to live into your life, okay? And I hear the message, you are so much more than you comprehend. You are so much greater and vaster, more vast than you. Well, they say vaster. Maybe somebody's grammar is funny here. So much more vaster than you yet to know. You're capable of so much. You're capable of everything. You just need a little love to love yourself. Trust your guidance, trust your intuition. Trust your angels if you connect to that energy. They're looking out for you. They're here to give you that push, to give you that nudge, that final last nudge into this new era. It won't be the same. Won't be the first, won't be the last, but it won't be the same. And this is a good thing. Okay? All right, so that's what we have for you. We send you guys a lot of love. Good luck on all of this. You've got this. You can do this, okay? It's not as scary as it seems. Sit with yourself. Meditate. Do what you need to do, what you're guided to do. Do that introspection. It's going to help you in the long run. All right, much love.